everyone! This is Okami Sky, and we are back with another tier list video. But I did want to make a tier list on the different shiny hunting methods in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So if you've been playing the game, you already know that there's different shiny hunting methods. That includes mass outbreaks, there's wild encounters that you can just find a shiny at will, breeding, you can use sandwiches to do sparkling power, which pretty much just increases your odds. Obviously, all of these things are going to be influenced a lot by how far you are in the game. If you finish your Pokédex, you'll have the shiny charm, which obviously makes things a lot easier in terms of finding a shiny. So I just wanted to make a quick tier list on it because I do love shiny hunting, and that is something I plan to make content on soon. So let's get started then. So we're gonna start then, I'm gonna start with mass outbreaks. Mass outbreaks I really do enjoy. I enjoyed them since they were introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. The only issue I have with mass outbreaks in Scarlet and Violet is that there are a lot of Pokemon and I feel like they spawn in a pretty big radius, and I feel like the auto battle feature is not the most polished. Sometimes mass outbreaks can take a lot longer than I would like. I'm gonna put mass outbreaks at B tier. I do enjoy doing them, especially if it's a Pokemon that's maybe more rare to come by, I suppose. But again, it's not always guaranteed. Like I said, mass outbreaks are a lot easier too if you have the shiny charm and you also do sparkling power sandwiches. Makes things a lot faster. Cal and I actually ended up doing a Noibat mass outbreak. We did sparkling power sandwiches and we got 4 shinies, so we got 2 between both of us. We were able to continue hunting after the mass outbreak had left though, because we also had encounter power. So I feel like they're very much influenced by the sandwiches you eat and what additional power-ups you pretty much get from them. Alright, so moving on then, I'm going to go with just a wild encounter. This one is going to be interesting to talk about. I wouldn't really consider it a shiny hunting method, right? More like you're just kind of like out there exploring and you find a shiny. But I'm gonna put it in A tier, and that's because I really love when that happens. It's more of like, is that shiny? Oh my god, it's a shiny! And it's just such a good feeling. I think it's more just for that surprise factor, like you're not really expecting it. Again, can be influenced by sandwiches, of course, but I think that's more exciting, and it kind of just takes me by surprise a bit more considering, you know, it's unexpected. I really like just kind of stumbling across the shiny. It does suck if you don't know what the shinies look like though, because you could potentially just run past them.
Just for us to turn around and immediately be like, no thank you. Is that shiny? No. I feel like this blue is going to be a little bit hard to notice
if they look similar to their original form, so a little risky, but it is fun. So next, we're gonna do breeding. I love doing the Masuda method. Masuda method is where you have a ditto of a different language. So if you're English and playing an English game, you would be looking for a ditto of like French, German, Japanese, whatever the case might be. There is a trade code that you can do for like a wonder trade or surprise trade. I'll put that code in the video. You should be able to try and find a foreign ditto that way. I've been doing that for a few games now, and it does help because I have a German ditto. So Masuda method odds are really good, especially if you have the shiny charm. I will say this game made breeding a little bit more different. You're not obviously using a daycare center. You do a picnic and then you have to wait for the eggs. I do feel it's a little bit more tedious in a way, but I do like it. It doesn't put me off from breeding for shinies, so I'm gonna put that in S tier. It's always been one of my favorite shiny hunting methods, and I enjoy it a lot, especially if it's Masuda method. If it's not Masuda method, I won't even bother. And then next, we'll do Terra Raid Dens. If you guys don't already know, there is not any way to improve the shiny odds for the raids. I do find that to be slightly disappointing because I did really enjoy Dynamax adventures in Sword and Shield, and the fact that, you know, you had increased shiny odds then. But I do think the raids are quite fun. As a shiny hunting method though, I would not even waste my time trying for that. Obviously the Charizard raids are coming out I'm sure people are going to wait until they come across a shiny to catch it, which kudos to them. I don't know if I have the patience for that. I'll probably try for a few days, but if I don't get one, I don't get one. I'm going to put it in D tier. If I really wanted to shiny hunt something, I don't think I would do any of the raid dens, especially because it's full odds. Nothing will influence that, and I do not like that at all. Alright, lastly, we have the sandwiches, which will increase sparkling power, encounter power. I think this one's a no-brainer, honestly. I think that just deserves S tier. I don't like making sandwiches in this game. Again, I think it's a bit tedious. I wish there was a like auto select method, right? Like say you've already made a sandwich before, you could just like click it and the game already like pre-makes it for you so you don't have to put all the ingredients on the sandwich. Maybe I'm just looking for an easy way out, but it's a no-brainer. I think you should always be using the sandwiches when it comes to shiny hunting if you're able to. Herba Mysticas are hard to come by, I get it, but they are a lot of fun to use, especially using encounter power or the egg powers, you know, it makes eggs spawn faster when you're picnicking. But overall, I do really enjoy the shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. I'm gonna say I wish there was a little bit of a sparkle at least to let me know when things are shiny, because I don't know when Pokemon are shiny sometimes. This is what I prefer as my shiny hunting methods in Scarlet and Violet, and let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!